Welcome in to the final best of 5 of the day. You have made it here this Sunday, May 18th? Is today the 18th? Sure. May 18th. We are here in the Heroes 10th anniversary EU Cup Last Chance Qualifier. A bit of a mouthful on that name right there, but what this is a celebration of 10 years of Heroes of the Storm. Yeehaw! Indeed.
It's on your mind, hillbilly.
What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, yeehaw, that's right.
So we are going to have DeepDiveXtreme on the left-hand side, Team Cat Green on the right. Standard Heroes of the Storm drafting. No tournament shenanigans, no baseline bans, no carryover bans, no meta madness, nothing. Standard, good old Heroes of the Storm. We're heading to Infernal Shrines for map number 1. If you're like, but Bahamut, how do we get to Infernal Shrines? Pause. I got you. We have Battlefield of Eternity and Volskaya Foundry banned away by DeepDiveXtreme. Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass banned away by Team Cat Green. The coin flip was won by Team Cat Green, who opted in for first pick priority, so DeepDiveXtreme will be choosing Infernal Shrines. We have got a Dahaka Lucio ban on the left, Blaze Maev on the right. As we get into the first pick, the last thing to mention is that this is Last Chance Qualifier, literally last series of the Last Chance Qualifier. Best of 5 series. Winner goes on to the playoffs next weekend for the 6th and final slot in the playoff bracket. Loser, that's it. They're done. Their 10th anniversary cup run is over, and they'll get to sit back and enjoy the games. Right side, Team Cat Green out the gate with a Mephisto pickup for Infernal Shrines. Mephisto's really good for this map. Able to jump in, get good Lightning Nova value around the objective. Able to grab Skeletal Defenders, clear waves, grab camps. Alex Straza is often paired with him, especially on this map, because you have the Globe synergy with her level 1 and his level 4. But then you can also look at something like a Stitches. Stitches with the Alex Straza Mephisto is a really good combination. We do have a Chromie with a Diva. DeepDiveXtreme did play a lot of Chromie earlier today, and it was really good. Their Chromie games were absolutely phenomenal. There's one in my neighborhood that likes to eat trash. I mean, our neighborhood had Hank the Tank. And I saw Hank the Tank. Hank the Tank went through my front yard one day. There was like a bunch of houses that Hank broke into one morning as well. And also, fun fact, Hank the Tank is a woman bear. They didn't know that at first. They just assumed it was a male because it was so destructive. But it's, Hank the Tank is a woman bear. You're very tempted to drive to Culver's, but it's so far. You should get chicken wings instead, Ninja. Because that's what I'm doing today, is chicken wings. Leoric and Anduin on the right side, so we're not going to be seeing any sort of Alex Straza shenanigans with this. No, probably no Stitches either. Muradin was banned away on the left-hand side. Target ban onto Team Cat Green. We've got a Garrosh banned away on the right as well. Hankette, the Tankette. I like that a lot. Garrosh banned away on the right-hand side. Alrighty, so we still have things like Diablo available. We've got May, Arthas, a Nubarek, a lot of tanks still up and available. What do they want to do on the left-hand side with this Chromie Diva? Maybe like a variant for just charge, taunt, deletion? Nah, they're going to grab the Diablo. I think the Garrosh ban was kind of evident that they were leaning into a Diablo, so maybe DeepDiveXtreme is stealing this away, or they're playing mind games. I thought they figured out it was multiple bears, so that balls they did eventually. So what ended up happening was Hank the Tank was breaking into a bunch of houses. So then they were going to capture Hank the Tank, but the Forest Service and Wildlife and stuff like that, they have to go through like their orders of operations. So they went into the houses and they swabbed all of like the houses for like bear DNA, and that's when they found out that it's actually 2 more bears and Hank the Tank. So because originally they were going to capture and kill Hank the Tank, because they thought the bear was being too much of a nuisance. But the fact that it was 3 bears was like, okay, we're gonna grab Hank the Tank, and he now lives in a nature preserve, or she lives in a nature preserve, I think in Colorado. Mal'Ganis and Tychus on the right side, Anduin, Leoric, and Mephisto on the right as well. And a Malthael will round out the left side draft. Okay, sorry, we missed a little bit of the draft. I apologize. Got all excited about bear conversation. The Mal'Ganis is kind of the weird one for me. I don't hate Mal'Ganis, but I'm not the biggest fan of him. I feel like he's such a weak tank. I would give my channel points over to DeepDiveXtreme, but that's just me. Also, fun fact about Hank the Tank. It made national news, as most of you know. It actually made worldwide news, from my understanding. People were calling the sheriff and police station saying, "Don't kill Hank!" And they literally had to put out a news article through the local news from the cops saying, "Please stop calling us. We have no... we're not doing anything with Hank the Tank. That's like Fish and Wildlife. Don't call us, because we're not handling bears." At least not the animal bears. A dead inside for the side of DeepDiveXtreme will be playing Chromie. Darnus on the right wing. Holpaka is your Malthael. Shizakid is that Diablo, and Virgil on the Diva. Right side of the map is Team Cat Green. Drakus on Leoric. We got Critical, Mephisto, Hard, Mal'Ganis. Darklick is the Tychus. And last but not least, we're looking at your Guilty Spark Anduin. You could say you barely covered the draft. How dare you? I mean, yeah, you're right, though. So Wraith Strike baseline got a 1 range increase from 6 to 7. We were seeing a lot of Malthaels go Death Reach level 1, but this is going to be on a Pale Horse with the Malthael. So looking for that faster mobility while mounted at 150%. Greater Polymorph Brightwing. We'll also be seeing Time Walker's Pursuit for Chromie. Diablo with Soul Shield. Power Word Shield for the Anduin. I believe this is Time to Feed for the Mal'Ganis, the common level 1 pickup. Fealty into Death. Furious Spark on Mephisto. And Tychus is going to play it safe with Press the Advantage? No. Yeah, Press the Advantage, sorry. I was like, I kept wanting to say Press the Attack, but that was like, that's Samuro's talent. You're gonna leave the bear joke alone? I thought somebody in chat would get a good kick out of that one. I knew somebody in chat would get a giggle out of that one. I'm glad someone caught it. Alright, well, at Horrible Anomaly for the Chromie, first objective will be Frozen in the mid lane. And this, by the way, is our final best of 5 of the day. Winner goes on to the playoffs next weekend. Mal'Ganis getting polymorphed into a pig. Critical jumps in with a Shade here and Lightning Nova damage. And Malthael's just chilling in top out of vision. They've got about equal experience on both sides. Level 4 hit slight. Oh, wait, phase shift from Brightwing. It will come through, and Diablo will be able to use a minion to shadow charge away. The Chastise takes a little turn onto dead inside. Diablo will hearth out on the left side of our screen. Time Walk Pursuit to get vision for Chromie and friends, knowing the enemy's on the camp just below, so they will not be able to invade. But Chromie's just going to try and poke here and there, get a little bit of damage onto the enemies, force out heals from Anduin, or maybe even a Hearth. And there's our first Shrine activating. Holpaka will finish out the camp here, probably going to Hearth out for full mana and HP. Oh, yeah, okay. Diva rotating in as well. Chromie taking care of the Impaler Cam bottom. Level 4s, we've got Neopescence for the Leoric. Piercing Light. In the Rhythm for Tychus, you got Nuclear Option on the Diva. Unstable Anomaly. We've been seeing a lot of Greater Polymorph Unstable Anomaly. I do believe, though, that is Darnus, the one who's been taking that as well. Because I did see this in the first best of 5 of the day. Overpower into Mephisto. Doesn't get that... I wouldn't really call it a bug. I guess you could call it a feature. If you overpower Mephisto at the right moment, he won't return to the Shade location, and he actually stays where you overpower him, but it's a very small frame, very small window. I guess you could say frames. Okay, overpower onto Mal'Ganis, as the time stop did activate onto Diablo and him. 29 of 40 skeleton defenders on the left, 20 of 40 on the right. Fellclaws coming in from Mal'Ganis. Malthael trying to chase on to the Dreadlord, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to get a kill. Mephisto, Lightning Nova getting a few more of these skeleton defenders. He's getting really close, 36 to 29, as it jumps to 39 really quickly. Shizakid goes down. Diablo with the shadow, or not shadow charge. Diablo getting ragdolled over here. Sorry, it looked like he was shadow charging, but in the end, he will be taken down. Punisher, make sure those minions fall in the lane, and this is going to be mid lane pressure coming out from DeepDiveXtreme. Mal'Ganis steps up. Mephisto pulls the Punisher. Chromie trying to get some artillery in. It looks like Diva mech is a little bit low from Leoric and top. Mal'Ganis Fellclaws into the Night Rush. Polymorphed into a squirrel. Dead inside is like 2 autos from dying. Or 3 Fellclaw activations, I guess. Second kill goes over the side of Team Cat Green. Alright, well, since we're approaching level 10, and we can see Chromie's already got her Time Walkers, Slowing Sands, we'll go ahead and cycle through the numbers like we normally do. Malthael pushing things up a little bit in top. We've got Mortar Punisher in this lane next. Minigun activated by Tychus. He dashes forward. Hopaka will be taken down. Apparently, the weakness of the Angel of Death is just bullets. Third kill over to the right side of Team Cat Green, as DeepDiveXtreme need to wake up from their break they had earlier. They did play a best of 5 that did go the distance. So maybe they're a little cold right now, as they did have a roughly hour-and-a-half break after their series during the Team Cat Green series. You have to time it just on the right frame to make it work. Yeah, literally, it's like you have like a couple frames to do it. I wouldn't say it's like a frame-perfect trick, but it's a very, very small window to do it. I think you've got a few frames. We got level 10s on the right side faster. Brightwing trying to back away from minigun damage of Tychus. He dashes forward, and the overkill activated, sprays over the wall. Tychus almost going down, but he'll get a couple regeneration globes, a heal from Anduin. Avoids the damage from Chromie, as more Fellclaws come out from Mal'Ganis, slowing Sands from the Chromie as well. Tychus trying to chase onto Malthael, and will be able to get the kill with the assistance of Leoric. Chastise finds the Chromie. Entomb! Oh, Diablo, baby boy, no! Tychus has effectively doubled his minigun duration. Baseline is 3 seconds. You get a 0.03 stack per, second increase per stack. So at 100 stacks, you've got 3 seconds, doubling your time. He's currently at 120, 130. He picked up a good, he picked up 80 stacks in the last 3-ish minutes. Malthael, Tormented Souls, they take down the Tychus finally. Let's talk about some heroics. Tormented Souls got some changes. The level 20 is actually the cool one with the change. The level 10, the only change on the level 10 from my understanding is that you don't get the reset at the end of Tormented Souls on Wraith Strike. Bunny Hop Diva, Lightning Breath Diablo, Blink Heal Brightwing, and Slowing Sands, of course, for the Chromie. We've got Light Bomb, Carrion Swarm, Entomb, Endurance Evade, and Draken Laser Drill. Also, Combat Tactician level 7 is helping out with this stackage. We'll talk about it in a second here. Mal'Ganis with the Night Rush on a Malthael. 17 of 40 Skeleton Defenders on the side of DeepDiveXtreme. And it's Team Cat Green with 13 talent to your advantage. The enemy team wants to step up into this. Draken Laser Drill summon. Trying to zone the Diablo. Mecha Explosion. Polymorph onto Mal'Ganis. Still has Carrion Swarm. Lightning Bomb applied to him. Lightning Breath coming out from Diablo. The Endurance of Hate from Mephisto connecting onto him and Brightwing. As Polymorph applies once again to Hard. Diva and Mech do go down to Anduin and Tychus. Leoric finds the Malthael kill. Fellclaws coming out from Hard, who is making this Mal'Ganis look godforsakenly OP. Carrying Swarm for a little bit of healing. Dead Inside trying to back away. And Diablo's souls will be expended as the top objective isn't even grabbed. Top fort does go down. Team Cat Green, they want to go to the playoffs next weekend. Divine Star going out. Chastise onto Diablo. There's going to be Malthael jumping in with the Tormented Souls into a few enemies. Trying to rip apart their health bars, but it's not working out. Leap of Faith pulls one ally to safety. Light Bomb applied to Mal'Ganis, who just runs straight at Chromie. Endurance of Fate misses from Mephisto. Tychus. Brightwing blinks in. Oh my god, the time trap. Brightwing still lives for now, but Tychus is just decimating the enemy with this minigun, dude. He has 217 stacks 9.5 minutes in. That's something you get during, like, ARAMs, man. Objective phase, though, will go over to the enemy side. Uh-oh. That was a good Punisher jump, but unable to capitalize on a kill. Diablo Lightning Breath was utilized. DeepDiveXtreme pushing in with Punisher. This is second Punisher overall of the game. Mecha Explosion, Nuclear Option. Anduin's able to get out of the radius. Night Rush onto a few enemies. Shadow Charge onto Mal'Ganis. Overpowers there as well. Polymorph, Fell Claws. Slowing Sand from Chromie will take down Mal'Ganis, or at least set up the kill into him. Anduin falls as well. Diablo Shadow Charges onto Mephisto. And Mephisto does go down. 5 to 13 in kills. Those kills favoring Team Cat Green. But DeepDiveXtreme pulling in some late game experience. Let's actually take a look at the late game experience between these two sides, because it's 5 to 13 in kills with a 1,800-ish difference in experience from just the heroic kills. It's kind of wild. Overall, it is a 5k difference. A little bit from structures, a little bit from passive, a little bit from minions, mercenaries, and heroes. And it's not that big of a lead, as DeepDiveXtreme are waking up here in map number 1. Wait, so much minigun? Dude, literally 231 stacks? Tychus has a 9-second minigun, plus 3 baseline, 6 from 200, and there's still another 31, so he's like, what, 9.4 seconds or something? Lightning Breath from Diablo, Mech Explosion from the Diva. Mal'Ganis gets deleted. Mal'Ganis took 3,655 damage in 0.9 seconds. Well, once again, talking about experience. 7 to 13 in kills. Heroic experience leads on the left-hand side. Camp will be grabbed, which actually should push DeepDiveXtreme. I was going to say push them right next. Yeah, they're close. They're close enough. Let's say it's about parity. Uh-oh, Malthael. Malthael getting cooked up over here. Brightwing can't get the phase shift. Entomb onto Diablo. He shadow charges onto one of the enemies. Activates a Fire Stomp trying to heal up. Gets full on that. That's a really good Slowing Sands from Chromie. Tychus is like, I don't care. I'm just going to minigun inside the Slowing Sands. He's getting a little bit low. Brightwing blinks to the side. Activates Soothing Mist. She had the critical miss level 7, which heals up a little bit too. Leoric is time stopped. Overpower. Fire Stomp is there. Shadow Charge for Diablo to back away. Mal'Ganis with blind as a bat in this little corridor. Diablo's still alive somehow. Shadow Charges, gets the second Fire Stomp, but he does go down in the end to Leoric. Top lane Fallen Shaman still pushing, by the way. Woo! What a game. Today has been such a good day of games. By the way, 269 stacks for Tychus right now. If you are curious the exact math on this, he's got 8.8 second, 0.08 seconds of minigun bonus duration, baseline being 3. 11.08. Obviously, it's changed since we last looked at that stat. Leap of Faith will pull one ally near D.Va. Mecha explosion. She gets the nuclear option. Guilty goes down. D.Va gets the double kill. Yo, Lido, exactly. W build Diablo there with the resets from, is it Hellfire? Oh, no. Wait, which one is it? Isn't there a reset on Firestomp with Overpowers? Oh, there it is, level 7. Sorry, I completely forgot. I thought it was at 13 or 16. I don't know why. How long have I been casting heroes? 289 stacks for minigun. That is so wild to me. But yeah, the level 7 with the Eternal Flames. When Diablo stuns an enemy hero with Shadow Charge or Overpower, reset the cooldown of Firestomp and restore 45 mana. Big. Alrighty, for Farcane Punisher in the mid lane. Punisher jumps on a Mephisto. Leap of Faith is utilized. Diablo takes so much damage from the Tychus. The grenade misses. Tychus almost gets the grenade hit onto Diablo without quarterback level 1. I think that's the reason it didn't hit. It is press the advantage level 1. Punisher jumps over onto one target. It's going to be the Mal'Ganis. The bunny hop from D.Va will activate. She's going to lose mech. Does she have pilot mode? She does, level 13. Mal'Ganis uses blind as a bat. Moving down towards bottom lane. Mid keep has gone down. Brightwing takes down Leoric apparently over here. Looks like Malthael and Chromie were available for that damage too. So here's the level 20 Reaper of Souls that got buffed in our most recent patch. The big thing is if 2 or more enemy heroes are in Tormented Souls radius, it does not decay. That's the big thing. I'm really happy that that actually was a buff to Tormented Souls because pretty much everyone took Last Rites and no one can stop Death level 20, so it is interesting seeing Malthael being picked up in that right again. Also, the Wraith Strike range increase is pretty nice. Death's Reach has been pretty popular, but we see On a Pale Horse, which I'm not disagreeing with this at all. Holpaka is getting so much mobility and macro value from that. Have we seen an Entomb? Oh, in this game? Yeah. Remember the Diablo that died in top lane? He got entombed up against his own fort front gate. Burning Despair with Unyielding Despair and Crushing Hope, 13, 16, and 20. You've got Bob and Weave for Tychus. Mimic Mephisto. Mal'Ganis is going to upgrade his Carrion Swarm. Lightning Breath activated by the Diablo. Bunny Hop from D.Va on the right-hand side. She did go pop and lock level 20. Mech Explosion. Nuclear Option. Decent damage coming out, but not enough to take anyone down. Endurance of Hate finds the Malthael. He's going to get chunked quite a bit here from the Tychus and Mal'Ganis damage. Seeker Swarm was the level 20 for Mal'Ganis as well. Nano Malthael. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying too. The old classic, towards the end of HGC, we used to get the nano-boosted Tormented Souls. And now that we have this level 20 upgrade, I do feel like we're going to see nano-boosted Tormented Souls more often. So, with the couple kills picked up on the side of Team Cat Green, they'll take down mid lane fort. Are you curious about the Tychus stackage, by the way? Oh, that's Mephisto. Why are we on Mephisto? Tychus has 10.66 seconds of minigun duration. So he has 13.66 seconds of minigun. That's so insane, dude. 355 stacks, 18 minutes in. Dude, that's just, oh, I can't get over it. Anduin has 0 stacks on Piercing Light, just saying. Have we talked, the only thing I didn't mention is Hellgate for the Diablo, so no Hellstorm for the Lightning Breath. We have the Unraveling for Chromie as well as the Fairy Protector on Brightwing. Yeah, it very much is Tireless. Well, it looks like objectives being given for camps around the map. Interesting call from DeepDiveXtreme. Diablo is getting full on souls, so find that through mid lane here. Little fire stomp out into the wave. Just needs 2 more minions now. Bottom lane being pushed up. Objective phase at 32. D.Va rotating. Are they just going to try and literally just end through, like, mid or something? While the enemy team Yep, the enemy's team's retreating. They're going to 38, 39. They're going to 39 the objective, back off, and clear things out. D.Va showing in top lane, though. Diablo, Malthael, Hearthing. Right wing Hearthing out of bottom. Chromie to do the same. So the enemy team will show in mid lane. And then bottom, but Leoric is right around here. You can get a single skeletal swing, Wraith walk out. The extra dash charges for Tychus are really good. Is it? Wait, hold on. Reduce the cooldown of minigun by 4 seconds. Reduce the further minigun by additional 4 seconds after using run and gun. So, do you get 8? If you use the 2 stacks, do you get 8 seconds off of minigun? Duration or cooldown? Does anyone know? I actually don't know if those stack. That's the thing. I don't know if the level 7 and level 20 stack. I assume they do. Because it doesn't. I don't see any limitations. It just says after you reduce the minigun by additional 4 seconds after using run and gun. Entomb from Leoric goes out, but no one found inside. Cancelled early. Punisher pushing up through the top lane. Fire Stomp from Diablo. Slowing Sands to zone from Chromie. Mid lane as a camp pushing up. D.Va eats the jump from the Punisher. Bunny Hop activated by her as well. Pop and lock. Top keep does go down. DeepDiveXtreme. They'll back away. Alrighty.
Team's core is under attack.
Leoric is hearthed back. Core shielding takes a handful of damage, but DeepDiveXtreme, they're gonna go ahead and move over for a camp for top lane. Chromie chilling in the bush, setting up a time trap. Mephisto jumps out, looking to poke at the enemy. Technically helping out with the camp, but it's whatever. A 6-kill difference, favoring Team Cat Green. And next, Punisher's Arcane in the mid lane. Left side, keep front gates up and available. Right side, completely gone. Alrighty. I think it's just, I feel like we're just kind of waiting around for next objective, which still is like a minute and a half to 2 minutes away. Organis Knight rushing away. Bit of tension, bit of waiting around right now. Almost 400 stacks on Tychus. Malthael, Tormented Souls, diving into the backline, trying to find something here. He's the one who's going to be taken down in the end. They do get the kill onto Brightwing as well. Minigun is still going. Brightwing and Malthael fall. Top lane keep is taken down. Is there a call to end through top lane? Or weaken mid? Weaken mid and set up for objective. Okay. That is the call. Slowing Sands. Oh my god, almost take down Leoric right there. Unraveling with the minus 50 spell armor. Another grenade out from Tychus. Still has minigun active right there. It's such a long duration. 425 stacks. Malthael up in 7 seconds. Brightwing up in 7 as well. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You can actually see a little bit of the yellow pip of the questing talent as it goes around. You can actually see a little bit of the yellow pip of that for the first time ever. Entomb onto D.Va, she boosts out. Malthael grabs camp on the left side. Carrion Swarm with Seeker Swarm level 20. Gets a couple, actually mitigated by Chromie timeout. Light Bomb will connect onto Diablo. D.Va bunny hop. There's Mephisto damage coming through. Tormented Souls from Malthael. Blind as a bat from Mal'Ganis, and Hopaka is unable to get any sort of kill here. But just a lot of traded heroics in this engagement. Objective phase is here though.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Tychus has 5 too many stacks. I know what you're talking about, yeah. Minigun active onto Diablo. He's going to overpower onto Mal'Ganis. Left to safety. Lightning Breath is going to cook up Tychus. That's huge. Fallen Shaman has pushed things up in top lane. Malthael mounted, looking to chase onto Leoric, who throws back into Jim. Can't find anything. D.Va Mech Explosion. Zones Mal'Ganis back. The top lane wave is pretty thick. They need someone to go deal with this. Mephisto gets chunked heavily there from the Chromie. D.Va boosting to the left, starting to Hearth out, because she is going to go deal with core stuff, because catapults are chunking right now for like 4% per hit, maybe even more. Anywhere from 4 to 5%. Malthael Tormented Souls is active. They take down Leoric here. Blind as a bat is not hitting many enemies, I believe. Malthael, or Brightwing takes down the Anduin, so I didn't even see him there. Diablo chases further into Mephisto. Slowing Sands, Mal'Ganis, the lone defender. D.Va's gonna just sit there and pop and lock. The enemy team may get the objective, but yeah, they go core. I'm dropping frames! Apparently I'm dropping a wicked amount of frames. Sorry, everybody. I'll fix it in a second. As this is going to be core call from... Oh, wait! Catapult's on core! Wait! They got a hard commit! No! No! A Calamity core call! But the catapults are cleared away. Alright, hopefully that helps with dropping frames. Hopefully that little change I just made helps with dropping frames. Diablo goes down. That's a...
Finland!
A Calamity core call for the side of DeepDiveXtreme, and Team Cat Green takes this map. I am dropping so many frames right now. Okay, it looks like it's leveling out. That's good. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's leveling out at like 4K bitrate. Okay. Let me lower this down just a little bit further here. I'll lower this down just to, there we go. Oh, dude, I can't believe the ending of that game. I can't believe it. A Calamity core call. That's the name we've given it on our channel because, yeah. Wow. What a great map number 1 of this best of 5 series. And Team Cat Green will take it. This is awkward. Why? If you are a little bit behind on stream, F5 your stream. We're going to go ahead and roll out some ads either way. Because we got to get ahead of the ad block so we don't get ads in the upcoming game. So we'll roll out ads and we'll go get ready for our next map number 2. Map number 2. Alrighty, everybody. The ads are done. The lobby is loaded, and we're heading into Garden of Terror for our map number 2 in this best of 5 playoff determining matchup. Left-hand side will be DeepDiveXtreme. Right side is going to be Team Cat Green. And let's get into this draft. We've got Garden of Terror. DeepDiveXtreme opted in for map pick priority, which is going to give first pick, first ban over to Team Cat Green. What will they be going for here? It is the same sides, right? Yeah, okay. I thought maybe players swap sides or something weird, but yeah. Cucumber, cherry tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, and yellow pepper. Dude, cucumber and cherry tomatoes are solid. Those are good too. Broccoli, whatever. Cauliflower, whatever. Yellow pepper's a good palate cleanser. Sort of. Well, you know what I mean. Anyways, let's talk about heroes instead of veggie platters. We've got a Lucio ban from the members of DeepDiveXtreme. Sylvanas to be removed by Team Cat Green and DeepDiveXtreme. We'll see if they can put a 1 score on this map. Garden of Terror, a macro-heavy map with a lot of camps to grab, a lot of lane pressure to apply. Oh yeah, that's not worth it. Forget what. Also, I feel like the baby carrots are like, I don't know, they're a little different in like flavor and crunch. Maev to be removed as well. Hogger insta-banned. Okay. It's just a snap on Dahaka. Snap Dahaka pick for the side of Team Cat Green. As we have a lot available. Junkrat's up. Blaze is up. Genji's available. They could just lock... they're going to go for Muradin Rhaegar at the start. Okay. Good comfort picks right there. Solid opening as well for DeepDiveXtreme. Can really flex a lot with those 2 heroes in any sort of composition, whether it be dive, control, sort of siege-heavy compositions as well. Oh, but what do we want to get with this Dahaka? What are we going to pair in with it? Nubarak, Garrosh, Diablo, Cho'Gall, Dahaka, Li Ming, Brightwing. Okay, a lot of damage out from Brightwing, from Li Ming there. Ban-wise, what are we gonna get rid of? Diablo. No Lord of Terror coming through on the enemy squad. What do you want to get rid of on the left side? Genji could be a good ban if you don't plan to take it. They do have... Team Cat Green does have the setup for a double reset composition with Li Ming Genji. Greymane's good to be grabbed as well if you want to ban out the Genji. Blaze is still up if they want to ban him. Gonna get rid of the Zeratul on this map. Okay. One of those characters that kind of just like float around in the back of your mind. You're like, maybe Zeratul? Both teams have a healer. Right side needs a tank.
The wait is over.
Cassia Blaze, and then they can flex their last pick with whatever they want, and I like that. They can go Hammer if they really want to. They can go into some Vikings if things aren't too threatening. They can also just pick up a Mage for good wave clear and shrine. They could pick up another Bruiser as well. They could grab Thrall. Greymane's an option. Cassia just a safe, easy pick here. Zagara with one of the best skins. Not the best coloring, but it's one of the best skins for Zagara, as well as Mal'Ganis, Brightwing, Li Ming, and Dahaka on the right. Okay. 2 Zerg, a Dreadlord, a Sorcerer, and a Fairy Dragon. Opposing side, we got the Muradin, Rhaegar, Cassia, Blaze. Yeah, you know what I'd love to see? Gul'dan. I think a Gul'dan would be oh, well, there's a lot of spell armor from Brightwing, so maybe not.
Evolve. Conquer.
Ninja! Where's Ninja? Where's Ninja? Somebody ping and wake up Ninja from his afternoon nap. We got an Abathur, everybody. Slapathur has made his way into a game today. Let's go! Left side of Garden of Terror in our best of 5 series, we're looking at DeepDiveXtreme. Dardis playing Rhaegar. We have got a Shizakid, Muradin, Dead Inside Cassia, Virgil on Blaze, and last but not least, the Slug, the Lord of Slime himself, That was weird phrasing. Abathur! Right side of the map is going to be the members of Team Cat Green up in this best of 5. We've got a critical Zagara. Drakus on your Dahaka. Guilty Brightwing. Hard on Mal'Ganis. And Li Ming to be played by Daroclick. Go ahead and just do this little number here so y'all can at least see the level 1s if it does sway your gamble by any way, shape, or form. You have to vote. I have to vote on Abathur versus Mal'Ganis. Jeez, you do indeed, Jaden. Come to a quality stream, get quality games. That's my motto. That and I love you, chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. A lot of places you can watch content on Twitch, and I appreciate you choosing our lovely corner of the internet. All right, looks like readies are coming out. We can go ahead and turn everything back on and get back into game.
Open in 10 seconds.
So, Stormcaller Rhaegar, Third Wind Muradin, Adrenaline Stim Pack for the Blaze, Thunderstroke for Cassia, Time to Feed Mal'Ganis, Enhanced Agility Dahaka, Hypershift Brightwing, Zagara with Corpse Feeder, level 1. Aetherwalker Li Ming. Whoa! Envenom Nest for Abathur, level 1. Toxic Nest deals 75% more damage over 3 seconds. Reduce the armor of the enemy hero hit by 10 for 4 seconds. No Pressurized Glands. No Singularity Spike at level 1. Meanwhile, in bottom, Zagara with her summonable will get a lot of siege damage in with Li Ming and Brightwing. Trying to chase onto this Fairy Dragon. And Cassia, dead inside, gets the final hit. First blood to the left-hand side of DeepDiveXtreme. Combo goes in. On to this Muradin. Felclaws for Mal'Ganis as well. Muradin able to dwarf toss to the side. That's toxic. Oh, I see what you did there. Don't forget to use the Baja Spears emote. Stormcaller already on 23 stacks. Take a look around the map here really quickly, see what's going on. Dahaka just doing a little bit of double soak while the brawl in bottom lane does continue. Jet Propulsion almost connecting onto the enemy. Polymorph answers back into him. Cassia eats an Arcane Orb. Creep tumors being cleared away. Zagara not getting much creep value. Well, Critical's gonna Hearth out for full as our skirmish in bottom will end with a little bit of damage on the bottom lane fort front gate of DeepDiveXtreme. Opposing side took a small little bit of damage. Abathur has tunneled into top lane. He'll physically soak and hat soak as much as he can. Muradin slowing down Mal'Ganis over here on the right side of our screen. Camp on the left to be grabbed. Yep, beautiful emote. Shout out to Angry Gata for that one. Hopefully they're doing well. I haven't seen them in a long time. Drag attempted. No pull onto Cassia. Oh, we're going Prolific Dispersal as well. Increase the duration of Toxic Nest by 45 seconds. Reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds and add 2 additional charges. I hope they don't take the level 7. The level 7 I feel like is a bad talent for Toxic Nest. Because the thing is, like, it has a slow on it. So the moment someone hits one of the mines, they literally 180. So it actually benefits the enemy you're trying to hit. You don't want the level 7. Funny enough. Unless you're not doing, like, Toxic Nest shenanigans where, like, you put, like, 6 of them in a bush and try and bait someone through. If you're just leaving, like, 1 or 2 around here, then maybe you take the level 7 slow just to get the slower rotation. But if you are looking for that, like, 6 of them right here and bait someone into the bush, then yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. Seed number 1 goes over the left-hand side. Just like the Vikings, it's a shame that Abathur didn't get more skins. It's really a shame that Abathur didn't get more skins. Also Ragnaros as well. So many missed opportunities with Ragnaros, but I bet making a pasta Ragnaros would be a lot of work. The 7 is mostly an anti-Genji on Braxis gank route thingy, I feel. That is hyper-specific, yeah. Vile Nest, Toxic Nest slows enemy speed by 40% for 2.5 seconds. But it doesn't look like we're doing Toxic Nest. Oh, that Stormbolt is good. Phase shift from Brightwing with the level 7 Peekaboo. Polymorph onto Cassia. Muradin Dwarf tossing off to the left-hand side as Mal'Ganis coming in for the flank. Dahaka brush talking on the left-hand side of the engagement. Looking for the drag on the dead inside. Absolutely lands it. Cassie gets a small heal from Rhaegar, but it's not enough. Li Ming gets a reset. Muradin chilling in the bush, trying to create some space for Rhaegar as he will run through the nest area as the drag from Dahaka connects onto Muradin. He does go down. Seed number 2 available. Alright, so we got 10s coming through on both sides. Let's cycle through the other numbers. 66 stacks for Rhaegar, 19 on the Cassia, no level 7 stacks for the Zagara. On her Infested drop. Or Bile drop, actually, I think is the level 7 name. Dahaka gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Mal'Ganis with a Night Rush flank potential. Fell Claws land on a Rhaegar. Blaze activates his Pyromania. Muradin Dwarf tosses in with a Stormbolt. Brightwing goes down. Cassia rotates in. Dahaka to see if Lurker Strain 4. I don't think so. Ball Lightning from Cassia does activate. Jet Propulsion finds the Zagara. Fen coming in onto this. Mal'Ganis Thunder slap on the ground as well. Again, they take down Critical with Blaze Clone. Absolutely. Mal'Ganis falls as well. And they ignore the objective. Oh, actually, they don't ignore it. They already channeled it. They will be able to take down top lane 4. Holpaka is that clone. Get one more Twin Flame onto the encroaching minion wave. Ball Lightning, Bunker, Avatar, Ancestral, and Ultimate Evolution. The opposing side will have Wave of Force, Devouring Maw, Emerald Wind for Brightwing. Dahaka with Isolation, and Mal'Ganis. Is he going to go Dark Conversion? No, he's carrying Swarm. There was a brief moment where I got excited about Dark Conversion, but no, it's not happening. Muradin Dwarf toss of the ball, gets the hat from Abathur, activates his Avatar, the Ball Lightning. There's going to be an Ancestral as well. Ball Lightning does get canceled out by Carrion Swarm and Burrow from Dahaka. Fell Claws, Night Rush, cleanse onto Muradin from the Rhaegar. No level 7 Purification. Going into the Blood and Thunder. Dwarf toss in again, finds the Stormbolt. Big Soothing Mist to cleanse away the CC. Dahaka Mal'Ganis stepping into the bush just behind. Fellclaw's flank. Stormbolt into Mal'Ganis. He gets the Night Rush afterwards. Dahaka lands a drag into Muradin. His Avatar is obviously expired. 15 seconds since he does have Reverberation cooldown value. Devouring Maw gets activated. Another drag onto Muradin here. There's a clone onto Blaze once again. Bunker gets summoned by the real Blaze. Jet Propulsion misses as it... Actually, no, it hit the Mal'Ganis, but the Emerald Wind still pushes the clone of Blaze around. This fight in bottom lane is just non-stop. Dahaka is hearthing out just above. Holpaka clone gets a Jet Propulsion. Fen from Cassia. Guilty goes down. And another Jet Propulsion from the real Blaze. There's going to be a Stormbolt from Muradin just before Mal'Ganis gets the Night Rush. Dahaka hearthed out and got the Brush Talk back in. Rhaegar almost goes down to an Arcane Orb, but will not fall. And it's looking like it's just going to be Brightwing dead for the next 10 seconds. Meanwhile, Abathur has been pushing top lane quite heavily. And hat soaking mid really quick. Really well done. Really, really well done. Blaze gets the second seed for the team. 13-12. We'll say 13.5 to 12, so level and a half lead on the left-hand side, 6-2 in kills, and DeepDiveXtreme showing that they are the team that need to go to the playoffs and not Team Cat Green. But who knows? I mean, we've had a lot of games that look one-sided and then they just flip post-level 16. That really has been the motif this weekend. Post-16 flip has been Very, very common. So, we'll have 13 on the right grab. Bottom fort will be sustained. Dahaka and Zagara in mid lane try and push things up a little bit. No mule, obviously, for Abathur. Gonna be going into the spatial efficiency. Spatial efficiency? I actually not 100% sure on the name. Good Ancestral on to the Cassia before the Devouring Maw connects. The bunker comes down from Blaze right after that so they can jump inside. The isolation from Dahaka is there. The drag does connect. The Blaze clone pushed back by Brightwing Emerald Wind, and that's a reset for Li Ming off the Cassia kill. Glass Cannon Li Ming level 13 because we never disagree on Li Ming talents. We have a drag that is met by so much damage. Brightwing goes down. Hopaka clone is about to expire. Carrion Swarm from Mal'Ganis onto Rhaegar and a few others to heal up a bit. The Jet Propulsion misses from Blaze. Drag lands onto just a locus of Abathur. And Muradin and friends, they could be getting Garden Tear Summoning. 2 seconds on Cassia, 10 on Brightwing. Zagara, Dahaka head to bottom. Mal'Ganis to delay out, but he won't be able to delay actually because Muradin has a Stormbolt to the face. Li Ming is so very low, the Oil Slick to slow her down. The phase shift from Brightwing comes through in time. Rhaegar can't lunge in quick enough and will not be able to take down Li Ming, but a real sweaty moment, real scary moment for Li Ming. Dwarf Toss, Stormbolt, fend from Cassia. Abathur snipes the damage needed. As mid-fort goes down. Garden Tear in top lane is Giga pushed up, and remember that Abathur push I was talking about earlier? Yeah. Though Zagara's gonna make mincemeat out of the Garden Tear. I was trying to think of like a vegetarian sort of thing. I don't know. They're gonna make jackfruit out of that? I don't know. Jackfruit is often used as a substitute for pulled pork, for those that don't know. Because the fruit literally breaks apart like pulled pork. Though it does not taste like it or texturally like it at all. So don't let any vegan ever tell you that, oh yeah, jackfruit is just like pulled pork. Because that's what I got told, and then I ate some of it, and I was like, you're a liar! Anyway, sorry, I got opinions on vegan food. 5-kill advantage over the side of DeepDiveXtreme. Muradin working on bottom. Siege Giants. Top camp will be grabbed as well. Ah, smashed potatoes! That would have been better. Freaky on point right there. Yeah, smart. It's almost like I've been casting for like 5 hours straight. And we're just running on fumes. Could be something like that. Bottom siege is pretty hefty here as they're approaching on to keep front gate. Polymorph, Night Rush, Fell Claws, Shizakid getting low. Blind as a bat from Mal'Ganis looking for enemy heroes. The bunker comes down from Blaze, the ball lightning from Cassia. Dahaka is going to look for a drag, doesn't land anything. Hopaka will clone the Blaze, gets a Jet Propulsion and a 2 in the backline. Devouring Maw onto the Muradin, who Dwarf tosses in with Avatar, takes down the Brightwing. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Looks for a potential collision, but won't be able to land anything. The Hopaka clone does, though! And this is going to be 10-3 in kills. Keep front gate opened up. Abathur needs to manage mid and top, while the allies get another seed. Jackfruit is not bad, it's just not pulled pork. No, but that's what I'm getting at, forget what. When someone tells you something, that this is just like this, I expect it to be just like this, but it wasn't. That's like when we were displaced by the Caldor fire, Caldor with a C, we were down in Sacramento and there was a vegan breakfast lunch place that did fast food clones. And so we went there for lunch one day and they had basically like a chicken sandwich clone from like most fast food places, like breaded chicken. That's on point. Vegan chicken, you got me. It's literally like a 1-to-1 texture, everything. The next day, we went there for breakfast, and they were like, oh, dude, like, the McDonald's, like, sausage McMuffin clone is, like, perfect. So I tried it. The pork, the fake pork disc was literally like chewing on rubber. It was awful. And I don't like, and fake beef is not there either. It's way too chewy. It's like the texture's not the same, but like, they were like, yeah, jackfruit, it's just like pulled pork. It's not. It's not. Maybe the texture's kind of close, but even then, it's very chewy. It's like overly chewy than pork. I guess if you make pulled pork really bad, then maybe it's the same. So probably, because vegans don't know how to cook.
It will sprout before you know it.
For those that also don't know, I have a lot of vegan neighbors. That's how I have tried a lot of this stuff, so. It's not like I'm just being like, oh, vegan food bad. You assume it's a clone of the carry, but Blaze is the carry. What are you talking about? Why do you think Blaze is like first pick, first banned all the time? He's the real carry of any composition. Let's be honest. Speaking of the carry, flank from Blaze, misses the jet propulsion. We will see Hopaka getting another clone coming out here. Jet propulsion onto the Li Ming on the right-hand side. Couple auto attacks zone the mage away, forcing the phase shift from Brightwing. Dahaka's gonna try and get his NASCAR on, but Ricky Bobby, you're on fire! Dahaka will be taken down. Shake and bake. Alright, we have Evolutionary Link at level 20. No Volatile Mutation, though. Volatile Mutation and Evolutionary Link have a really good synergy, if you don't know. Increase the duration of Ultimate Evolution by 50% as long as the Ultimate Evolution is alive. The original target of the clone gains a shield equal to 35% of the maximum health, refreshes every 5 seconds. Rhaegar is going to go Elemental Conduit. Activate to gain Lightning Shield and grant all nearby allies a shield equal to 10% of their maximum health for 5 seconds. For up to 5 seconds after activating, hitting an enemy hero with this effects, Lightning Shields given nearby enemy hero equal to 1.5% of their maximum health for 5 seconds. Storm Shield for Muradin. The Hardened Shield, 75 armor for 4 seconds, 60-second cooldown. Blaze with Burn Notice and Rockstopper on your Cassia. Yeah, Turbo, absolutely. I'm not a big snacker though. I do my best not to buy snacks at all, and that's my way of getting, like, staying healthier. That was a really good displacement onto Muradin with that Emerald Wind right there. We currently have a Storm Shield activated by the Rhaegars. The self-cast Ancestral will be coming through. Ball Lightning coming out from Cassia, looking to take down Zagara, and will be able to achieve it. The drag lands onto her, and Cassia does go down. Blaze Clone, maybe looking to take down Mal'Ganis. We do have the phase shift from Brightwing onto him. Darnus looking to back away. Original Blaze. He has the Juggernaut plating, level 13, and the Evolutionary Link is leading into so much armor for him. Is it clone Rhaegar 20? No, why would you clone Rhaegar? Why would you not clone Blaze, the character you've been cloning all game? On the right side, we're going to be seeing Emerald Wind buff with intensive winds, 5-second cooldown, no mana cost increase or anything.
Red team is destroyed.
So Brightwing can press R every 5 seconds. Terrifying. Seeker Swarm, Contagion. We will have Pack Instinct. Corrosive Saliva did get nerfed by 0.25%, but it still is the priority pick at level 16 for Zagara. We got Repulsion Li Ming. Polymorph onto Blaze. Emerald Wind activated by Brightwing. Couple Arcane Orbs thrown in. Bottom lane wave is pushing up here. Drag from Dahaka misses. Muradin wants to get the Stormbolt or something to chase in. We do have a bunker coming down from Blaze. He's looking to chase in further. Ultimate Evolution in 10 seconds. This Blaze is getting really low. The Fellclaws from Mal'Ganis with Blind as a bat will expire. Ball Lightning from Cassia only getting 1 tick as Blaze is able to back off just fine. Fellclaws from Mal'Ganis. Dahaka brush stocks back in, lands the drag immediately onto Blaze, who does get cloned as well. Jet Propulsion going in, Emerald Wind from Brightwing. Avatar from Muradin does get activated. Stone Form level 16 does come through. Dahaka loses all of his Gambit from level 7. Cassia gets deleted, but they jump in. Li Ming goes down. Zagara as well. Hopaka clone is a little bit low on the right side. The original is going to land the Jet Propulsion. Dardas coming in with the bark, bark, bark. By the way, Stormcaller for Rhaegar is done. Garden Terror goes over to the left-hand side of DeepDiveXtreme. Bark, bark, bark. Garden Terror on top on that. Remember the Abathur push? Yep. Yep. It's looking like this might just be a GG moment here. It is a 10-kill advantage to DeepDiveXtreme, who say map number 1 was a warm-up. It was a fluke. We should have won on that Calamity core call. As we are looking at a 1-1 score here. Oh, wait, hold on. Emerald Wind. Dahaka has respawned. Top and mid keep it fallen. Will Abathur join in with allies? No. Abathur is not joining in for the final screen. GG, well played. DeepDiveXtreme take map number 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a series on our hands. It's a 1-1 score. My gosh. So, you know the deal. We're going to go ahead, roll out some ads. I'm going to get a beverage. I'm going to run to the bathroom. And when all that's done, we will be getting going into map number 3. This is an absolutely awesome, phenomenal, super duper fun series. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Let's get into more gaming. I asked Hopaka why no Volatile Mutation at 16 with Evolutionary Link at 20. Instead, the game started, so... Oh well. Ads have literally just finished, which is perfect timing. We're going to be heading into Dragonshire. Classic Dragonshire Heroes of the Storm. Okay, sorry, I have to burp. There we go. Boo, 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 boo. So, Team Cat Green that did lose the game opted in for map pick priority, and they're gonna have a Mal'Ganis target ban against them? Not what I was expecting. I was not expecting a Mal'Ganis target ban at the start, but here we are, 2025. Heroes of the Storm. Let's see. Sylvanas target banned again. Lucio. Will Lucio actually make it through the draft? Is Lucio gonna be in the house? Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Cheers, chat. Happy Sunday, everybody. Why isn't Blackheart's Bay used? Too small. One, the map technically has a bug on it. So in Blackheart's Bay, when you kill the bottom lane keep, catapults typically, spawn every single wave. But in bottom lane on Blackheart's Bay, the catapults don't stack correctly, so what ends up happening is one catapult will make it to the core and start firing. The others will do that weird shifting thing where they're trying to get in radius. So one, that. Two, people just don't really care for Blackheart's Bay when it comes to like high level of competitive play. It's not a very preferred map by players, is the big answer to your question. Is a lot of players don't like Blackheart's Bay. The only time we see Blackheart's Bay is when we literally force players to play it. That's what, like, Blackheart's Bay, Warhead Junction, and of course Haunted Mines, they never get played in tournaments because players hate Warhead Junction, and Blackheart's Bay has some weird shenanigans to it as well. Blackheart's Bay is similar to Sky Temple, where you could just literally play the objective to win, but I feel like Blackheart's Bay is even harder on the sense of just playing the objective to win. So, Hanamura too. Hanamura as well. Kalavoth. Yep. Follow-up question. What's high level play? What's high level of play like? NGS Heroic Division, NGS Division A, Heroes of the Storm, Heroes Lounge, Division A and or Division 1 and probably Division 2. These tournaments we do as well. On Blackheart's Bay, push camp object, literally, yeah. Like, Sky Temple is a little bit more team fighting and macro, but Blackheart's Bay typically is just get doubloons, turn in, get doubloons, turn in, get doubloons, turn in. So, I hope that answered your question, Foo Fighter. But this would be considered our pros right now for Heroes of the Storm within our scope of what we get tournament-wise. Which, honestly, by the way, chat,
My blade.
Victory above all.
I have really been toying with the idea of trying to set up a tournament this year. I'd really like to run a tournament, like, literally put a prize pool on the line, like crowdfund the prize pool, run it for like a couple weekends. Yeah, I'm really, really tempted to run a tournament this year. I'm dabbling with it in the back of my head. Let's focus in on the draft because I have missed quite a bit here. We've got on the side of Team Cat Green. Team Cat Green is a Junkrat, Muradin, Sonya, Stukov. They banned away the Sylvanas, Dahaka, Garrosh. On the left-hand side, for DeepDiveXtreme, they ban away the Mal'Ganis, Lucio, Anduin, picking up a first pick Blaze, Maiev, Chromie, Johanna, and Brightwing. Last pick on the side of Team Cat Green is going to be the Deathwing. There is really not a lot to deal with Deathwing, and this might have actually been a brilliant pick from Team Cat Green. You'd throw a couple hundred in the pool. Yeah, I'm thinking about running it in the fall. Like late summer, early fall. Like late July, early September. Somewhere in that range. Maybe we just do it in August, to be honest. Anyways, that's for the future. But I'm thinking about running a prize pool tournament. I'm going to reach out to like Hazu, because Hazu is the one guy who will communicate and has also done this. So I'll let you all know, but I am announcement of an announcement. We're going to try and run a Heroes of Storm tournament with a prize pool on this channel in the future. Of course, other casters available and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Team Cat Green on the right-hand side will have the first Sonya of this entire weekend, I do believe. Drac is playing that one. Hard on the Muradin. Guilty on your Stukov. Critical Junkrat and Duraclick is your Deathwing. Left side of the map, DeepDiveXtreme, Hopaka, Maiev. Virgil is on the Blaze, Darnus, Brightwing, dead inside for your Chromie. And Shizakid is the Johanna. Sorry, drank too many fluids too quickly. Give me a sec. I have that pressure in my chest, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so Shield Glare, Zealous Glare, Johanna. Time Walker's Pursuit, Nice Memento, Adrenaline Stimpack for Blaze. And we'll also have Unstable Anomaly, as Darnus likes to go in that direction. Sonya, level 1, is going to be the Furious Blow. We've got Deathwing going into Dragon Soul. Uh-oh, Virgil in top lane. Virgil in top lane lands the jump propulsion, is able to get behind the fort front gate. Maiev, a few Fan of Knives being thrown into the enemy, and that's going to be that. Dwarf Block, Muradin, Extra Round Timers, and Low Blow Stukov.
You think yourself
and yes, as Ash Mantle has pointed out, absolutely gamble going on in the draft if you have a prediction you'd like to throw in. Muradin left side, couple autos onto the Johanna. Deathwing lunges in. So, is this Destroyer Deathwing? Because isn't Dragon Soul often a Destroyer build thing? Incinerate heals Deathwing for 75% of the damage dealt to enemy heroes. World Breaker, Lava Burst, Explosion damage heals Deathwing for 150%. I think this is often the Destroyer build. So you have the Onslaught, which is that lunge forward. Incinerate is the big wing flap, if you don't know. As we also have, here's another Incinerate right there for the Destroyer. Oh wait, hold on. Maiev, Spirit of Vault of the Wardens. Concussion Mind Blaster to the side. Camp in top lane being contested. Sonya looking for mid channel on the Dragonite. Johanna had 2 delays with 2 shield glares. And it looks like Sonya doesn't get it. Darkness is on point. Chromie was on the bottom. Chromie was late, but either way, shout out to the Darkness, the healer right there, landing, or at least gaining control of the Sun Shrine. Chromie gets this control of Moon Shrine, and now Johanna's the one who's like, now I gotta try and get this turn in, or channel. Muradin will have the Sun Shrine in the top. Time trap onto Deathwing. It is at Horror Anomaly level 4, level 2. Spear, slam. Shield glare from Johanna's not enough to save. And First Blood goes over the side of Team Cat Green, as Johanna will be able to get revenge. The shield glare is not enough. It's actually Blaze auto attack to take down Deathwing. A double kill goes over to the side of DeepDiveXtreme, as they will be able to have trades. 2-1. Favoring our blue side squad. I gotta say, chat, this has been so many good games today. The drafts are fun, the games are awesome. Thanks for being here, everybody. Phase shift from Brightwing, no level 7, so no peekaboo or anything can be grabbed. Moon Shrine and Sun Shrine held by the enemy team. The body block from Johanna onto Guilty is good. The concussion mine to try and create space for Stukov to back away, but he still falls. A third kill to DeepDiveXtreme. Chromie deep breathing over the wall, or Dragon's Breath, excuse me. Spirit of Vengeance, Umbral Bind, Johanna with the Condemn. Hello. DeepDiveXtreme literally living up to their name right now. Onslaught, Incinerate from Deathwing. Cataclysm goes in. Onslaught again, another Incinerate. Hard a little bit low, looks for the Stormbolt, lands it onto Johanna. Deathwing trying to get those body blocks, but the timeout from Chromie creates the space that Shizakid needs. So Chromie slowing Sands level 10, critical miss 7. We got life funnel for, oh wait, hold on, that Stormbolt was really good on Deaden's side, almost enough to take down the Chromie. The Earth Shatter from Deathwing and Lava Burst utilized. I assume he'll swap forms again here in a moment. Junkrat with a little mixture at 4 and 7 went into blow him up for the cooldown reduction, which gives you a 6-second cooldown on the concussion mine if you get that activation. Yeah, just concussion mine. But it's gonna be Sticky Wicket level 7 for that silence for 2 seconds. Top fort is being assailed. Virgil backs off to the right. We got a Brightwing, Blink Heal, Bunker, Blaze, Containment Disc, Slowing Sands, of course. Blessed Shield from the Johanna was used in bottom lane as she is doing her best to live. Taps the well, gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Tower shots onto Hard the Muradin. Polymorph, that's going to be good damage into the Muradin as he's stuck inside the Slowing Sands. Riptire comes out as well. Maiev will fall. Slowing Sands in the objective pit. We'll talk about heroics in a second here. Get those other numbers popping up at the bottom of your screen really quickly. Massive shove onto Brightwing to push her back. Iron Skin from Johanna does get popped. Sony with a couple slams coming through. Can she take down the Johanna? No. So from, we already talked about left side heroics. Right side's gonna be Leap, Bellowing Roar, Massive Shove, Riptire, and that is Avatar, yes. No one's gotten Dragonite #1 of the game yet. No one has gotten a Dragonite yet. Maybe Drakus gets it here. Spear into Blaze to get a little bit of that Fury. Jet Propulsion does connect. Maiev gets top lane. Brightwing for bottom. Deathwing will land down over here. Muradin gets time trapped. Bunker summoned by Blaze in mid. Concussion Mine pushing Johanna back further. And Bunker gets cleared away. Dwarf toss in. Stormbolt onto the Blaze. Weighted Pustule. I think I saw a Blessed Shield in there. Absolutely I did. Small little leap from Sonya as they do not take down the Blaze with the Riptire Containment Disc onto Junkrat. He's still got that activation in time. Time Walker Pursuit gets a bit of vision on the Guilty, Hard, and Daro, sorry. All right, well, 13's encroaching on both sides. Only one fort has fallen in the top lane, and we got camps to be grabbed all around. Little concussion mine to blast people around here. Blaze, just avoiding some of those frag launcher grenades. Containment disc onto Murden. Deathwing with a lava burst. He is still in that World Breaker form. Just swapped to Destroyer right there. As he meanders down to bottom lane. 13 both sides in just a second. Murden eats the Murden eats the jet propulsion with his avatar activated. Blaze wants to chase in further with the oil slick. Stormbolt throw him back to create a little bit of space as Deathwing uses Cataclysm to rejoin the fight. Onslaught in. Cataclysm burn on the ground will expire. Level 13 is Fire and Fury for Deathwing. Basic attacks against rooted, slowed, or stunned enemy heroes deal 35% additional damage and reduce the cooldown of Deathwing's basic abilities by 0.5. Junkrat will go into Ripper Air 13. You've got the healing static from Muradin with the Thunderburn level 4 combo. Riptire Junkrat gets a hit onto a few. Would have been a reset for extra oomph, but of course no level 20. Still 6 levels away. Molten Flame onto the wave. Lava Burst into the bush to check for Maiev. Swapping back into Destroyer form right there. Incinerate. Is there an onslaught as well from Deathwing? Gets a couple chomps here and there onto Shizakid. Onslaught in. Johanna's really low here, but Deathwing will not step up into the enemy team's face. Taking flight to heal up for full armor plating and everything. Stormbolt into Maiev. Lurking Arm. Does have the low blow. It hungers and growing infestation. 1, 7, and 13. Bless Shield into the Murden at max range, slowing Sands from Chroma to try and zone. Hard will get the Avatar activated. Umbral Bind pulls him back in! Get over here! As Maiev will not let Muradin disengage. Nicely done, Hopaka. Let's see, Blaze in top lane, couple autos onto the wave here. We have got 6-3 in kills. Favoring DeepDiveXtreme. Cataclysm Deathwing. Onslaught onto the Chromie. Dragon trying to take down Dragon. Right? Chromie's a dragon. Onslaught continues its trajectory after the containment disc. Leap from Sonya. Onslaught in, slowing Sands on the ground, and Sonya goes down. DeepDiveXtreme are able to pick off Sonya there as Dragonite number 1. 10 minute 45 seconds of just back and forth, but Dragonite does get picked up by DeepDiveXtreme and they push in from bottom. Onslaught. Oh, Brightwing is so very low. 230 HP. She blinks over to Chromie and makes it out alive. Are you serious? Shizakid gets the face shift. They take down Deathwing. Are you serious? Meanwhile, Dragonite's like, cool guys, what's going on at bottom? I'm just sieging in mid. What's happening? Chromie is a dragon. Thank you. Okay, I don't know World of Warcraft very well. Watching this from Denver International Airport. Oh, well, thank you, Kaladin. Literally just watched a tornado touchdown, albeit briefly. Oh. I hope you have safe travels, Kaladin. That's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Safe travels, bud. Unless I guess you're working at the airport, I don't 100% know. Massive shove comes out from Stukov. Jet propulsion does not connect. Blaze in an awkward spot. The low blow assists in Sonya getting the kill. The Umbra Bind pulling people around. Hopaka trying to create some space. Fan of Knives getting some resets. Hello? Did you see those Fan of Knife resets? Unga the Bunga. Chromie's dead. Murden Dwarf tosses in. Spirit of Vengeance, as well as the Vault of the Warden, but Hopaka falls. Unless Kaladin, you work at the Denver International Airport. If that's the case, it is a tragedy that I've never found that out, because that is the airport I always travel through. Oh, you're traveling? Okay. Safe travels, bud. Hopefully your vacation or business or whatever it is good. Yeah, Denver International Airport's like, I would say that 75% of my travels always go through that airport. Flesh shield? What? It hit Junkrat? I thought it missed. Shizakid's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking someone with me. A barrage of deaths here in bottom lane, and it still is DeepDiveXtreme leading.
Do not squander it.
Isn't Denver International like the best airport? I don't know. I personally love Denver International Airport. The one thing I like about it is how big it is, because usually when I fly in, there's usually like 2 or 3 hour layover. So what I do is I like walk up and down the entire concord of my area. So like there's like 50 gates where I can like stretch my legs and just walk up and down. And then they have a lot of really good food options and stuff too. And like Southwest is pretty much like all sea terminal. So yeah. It's just, I don't know, I like it a lot. It's my go-to airport. Cataclysm from Deathwing! Oh, he doesn't get out alive. It's gotta be better than Atlanta and Detroit. Don't you dare talk bad about Detroit International Airport! Don't you dare talk bad about DTW. How dare you! I'm a native Michigander, so that's why. I like DTW. I think DTW's fine. Lots of construction going on at DIA. Well, that's because, yeah, because they have to build the Illuminati secret base underneath, right? It's the closest airport to your hometown, which is 2.5 hours away. Yeah, we have Reno Tahoe International Airport, which is 1.5 hours away from Tahoe. But they put Tahoe in the name. Alright, Brightwing and Johanna find the kill onto Stukov and Sonya. We have Dragonite currently on core. We've got a Savage Charge kick. And it looks like Junkrat will fall after that. Deathwing Murden trying to... Oh, the time trap from Chromie is just going to be GG right there. DeepDiveXtreme, 1 map away from punching their ticket to the playoffs next weekend. Let's see if they can do it. The Illuminati base was completed a few years ago. They're just making it more accessible. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you got to be able to get Keanu Reeves across the country quick. I'm aware, that's why I said it. How dare you, Foo Fighter? How dare you pull at my heartstrings like that? I'm sorry. What? How is there a 45,000 healing difference? I mean, Stukov did die 3 times, and I guess there was a Deathwing, so that does actually mathematically compute, but holy shit. It's a lot of experience difference, or healing deficit. Ashmantle, thank you for the hat redemption. We are here in what could be the final game of the weekend. The final game in this best of 5 series. Possibly our final game of the day. We are going to be heading into Tomb of the Spider Queen. DeepDiveXtreme on the left-hand side did just win Dragonshire. And we'll see how they do here on... Wait, Dragonshire? Was that right? Yeah, Dragonshire just now. Tomb of the Spider Queen is going to be map number 4 of this best of 5 series. Winner of the series goes into the playoffs next weekend. Loser, that's it. They're done. No more Heroes 10th Anniversary EU Cup for them. They get to sit back and enjoy the games as a viewer. Winner of this, as I mentioned, is the 6th position, or will be the 6th team making the playoffs next weekend. So we have playoffs on May 24th, 25th. Grand final grand final day is going to be on the 31st. So I have to look at my calendar. On the 31st, we have the lower bracket final, which is a best of 5, and then on the 31st, we have our final game. The second series will be a best of 7 grand finals. Everything in playoffs is best of 5s. I think that's all the information. No tournament shenanigans, no meta madness, no baseline bans, no carryover bans, 90 heroes available. Target ban onto Mal'Ganis. If you're late to the stream, you're like, why? Literally, Mal'Ganis did actually have really good play for the side of Team Cat Green. This score actually almost was a opposite. It was almost a 2-1, as Mal'Ganis had some really good showings for the side of Team Cat Green. We have got first pick Dahaka to the side of DeepDiveXtreme, as Team Cat Green have chosen Tomb of the Spider Queen, which means there's something they're gonna utilize here. Maybe a Cho'Gall? The orthopedic bet on Bandit's list isn't available anymore. Is there another one he'd like? Oh, I'd have to look, Foo Fighter. I'm sorry. Also, yes, Bandit's birthday is literally in a week and a half. May 28th, I think. I believe it's May 28th. We're going to do a little special stream that day. I'll look into that, Foo Fighter. Thank you. Thank you. Falstad Thrall on the right side. Dahaka Johanna Chromie. So DeepDiveXtreme get their Chromie again, which is a little risky here because their Chromie has been insane. Oh, they need a healer, so probably an Anduin ban. Oh no, they get rid of Sylvanas. Okay. Yeah, it is May 28th. It's literally in the start of the command that Skullfeed and Ashmantle did. Anduin will be banned away either way. Don't tell him.
Yes! 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 Yes!
I fucking called it. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna Cho'Gall. Boom! Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, everyone. Do they grab the Ariel so the enemy team can't have it? They do. They do grab the Ariel so the enemy team can't have it. With Cho'Gall, like, there's still so many good healers.
I shall do what I must.
This is hot. It's so good. It's so good. So good. This, I hope, will be the reason we go to a map number 5. This right here, I hope, is the reason we go to a map number 5. Lifebinder. For those that don't know, Alex tries a Lifebinder and Cho'Gall is beautiful. Alrighty, everybody. It could be the final map of the day. Hopefully it's not, as we are here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team Cat Green in the right, or on the right. Hard. Typically the tank player is your Falstad. Dracus on the Thrall. Guilty playing Alexstrasza. We're looking at Critical Gull and Daro click on Cho. Left side of the map looking to shut down. It's not happening. Anyways, DeepDiveXtreme on the left-hand side. Got a dead inside Chromie, Virgil, Dahaka, Darnus, Ariel, Hopaka for your Hanzo, and Shizakid is that Johanna. Cho'Gall gets a little bit of cheese damage early on. Zealous Glare, Time Walker's Pursuit, Redemption for Hanzo, Searing Light, Ariel, and Enhanced Agility. Rolling Thunder for the Thrall, Calloused Hide. We've got the Circle of Life for the Abundance upgrade. We See You on the Gull, and Gathering Storm Q build for the Falstad. I assume he's going to go Boomerang at level 7, which will be a Spell Armor debuff, which is nice for Gull. Agma, thank you for sacrificing channel points so we may have a best of 5 that goes to a map 5. I appreciate you. Thank you, Level. Oh, Darnus, Hopaka. Hanzo goes down. First blood picked up by Team Cat Green. Dead inside chunked a little bit. Shiz gets a little bit low. And Horror Anomaly will be your level 2 pickup for the Chromie. 16 stacks on Falstad already is not bad. He's going to split off to the right side, start this camp out. Alexstrasza will need to help him out. Cho'Gall is isolated in this rotation, but he should have enough mobility to back away and a bit of self-sustainability too. Haka working on bottom wave, still working through his enhanced agility. Thrall comes down here. Rolling Thunder for the Thrall is really good into the solo lane because he does have quite a bit of chunkiness and self-sustainability. Falstad flying to top lane as Cho'Gall is making the rotation up. Alexstrasza trailing behind. Exuberance, I believe, is the level 4 talent for Alexstrasza here. While above 75% HP, gain 15% movement speed. So that's that little sort of pip you can see on her health bar. That's the 75% mark. Hammer gains for Falstad at level 4 for a little bit more sustainability. I mean, you either go Lightning Rod or Barrel Roll. I've really become partial to the Barrel Roll, the updraft at level 4, just for a little extra mobility and safety. Johanna is going to be grabbing Subdue here. We do have, hold on a second, Cho'Gall getting bopped back by the Detainment Strike. It was an attempt to get a stack there for Ariel, but he was going to be pushed to safety. The rotations continue as Falstad Thrall start working on bottom lane camp. Dahaka Chromie, about to invade, drag misses. Thrall lands a root onto 2. Did go Monotide level 4. Trying to put the pressure onto Chromie here as he backs into the enemy side of the map. That was really confusing, but that's going to be a trade. Dahaka for Thrall. The camp will go over to the left-hand side. Darnus gets pushed back by a wing buffet. A lot of gems dropped that no one can pick up is the big thing to mention here as well. But as Falstad flies to top lane, we do have enough for a turn on the left-hand side for DeepDiveXtreme. 1 to 3 in kills, favoring Team Cat Green. 18 of the 50 gems turned in, 29 held on the right. Alrighty. Alexstrasza will pick up the Verdant Flourish. Alexstrasza receives 40% more healing from Abundance and 100% more healing from Regeneration Globes. I don't remember this talent, chat. Because wasn't there... Hold on. I do not remember this Alexstrasza talent at all. I thought this just gave shields. Oh, it's the level 16. I was confusing 16 with 7. I just don't remember this being at level 7. Okay, anyways. I was like, was there like a sneaky change on the patch that none of us noticed? No, that's fine. I have Kilrog, just getting a little bit of vision here. Both teams have an available turn in, neither able to get it in just yet. 35 of 50, 45 of 50. No one freed Harrison Jones. Important thing to check right there. Hard going for the turn and has enough, but delayed up by a Chromie. It is going to be Boomerang level 7 for Falstad as well, so he does have that spell armor debuff to the enemy for 3 seconds? 3 seconds. Blue Web Weavers will descend. We have got Hopaka getting chunked here. Thrall trying to chase on in. Won't be able to close the distance. They maybe look to pressure onto Dahaka. Nah, not the case. Alex Straza 3 globes away from getting her level 1 completed for that spawn of regeneration globe. Will Cho'Gall step back up for this in mid? Nah, Chromie gets it. Twilight Hammer, though, will be grabbed. Lifebinder, Earthquake, Twisting Nether, and Gust. Little anti-synergy with the Gust and Twisting Nether there. For those also that don't know, enemies within Twisting Nether are slowed by 50%. So we've got Blessed Shield, Slowing Sands, Dragon's Arrow, Crystal Aegis, Isolation on the left side. Webweaver phase has been summoned here. Falstad doing good work on the wave. Johanna looking to step up and pressure on to Swiftwing here. Won't be able to get much more besides a Condemn and Punish hit. Scatter finds the Cho'Gall. I can only assume Hanzo will be heading into Giant Slayer level 16. Cho'Gall getting chunked here. No Sharpened Arrowhead level 7, actually, though. Went into the Never Outmatched for the cooldown reduction synergy with Redemption level 1 auto attack speed buff. 49 of 55 gems have been turned in. Deep Dive Extreme. As I mentioned before, they're 1 map away from heading into the not grand finals, into the playoffs next weekend. 1 map away from continuing to play more Heroes of the Storm. Thrall just poking at the wave here and there. We will have him clearing the rest of that out while the allies are able to grab a camp. It is double turn-in territory on the right side, though. They need 5 to turn in. They have 65, and they need 55 for the double turn-in. So they are definitely in the ballpark for back-to-back turn-in potential. They just have to be able to utilize it, not lose those gems, of course. With a 3-kill advantage, Team Cat Green also have a small experience over the enemy team. We'll call it a quarter of a level. Dahaka looks for a drag, does not find anything. Has to back away. Dem pulling things around, slowing sands. Cho'Gall looks to back away. Dragon's Arrow goes out from Falstad. Blessed Shield onto... Excuse me, Dragon's Arrow goes out from Hanzo onto Falstad. Earthquake from Thrall. He gets the Lifebinder from Alex Straza. The Wind Fury. Are you kidding me? He gets out of that and he picks up like 90% of the gems dropped. Hello? Huge. The last second to get your Cho'Gall gambles in as we head into 13 talents here in Blue Webweaver phase. It's okay, chat. They're saving for the triple turn-in. Back-to-back is too passé these days. You need triple turn-ins. Ariel 1 stack away from finishing out repeated defense. No subdone for the Johanna. I don't know if we've actually had a Johanna finish subdue this entire weekend, actually. I'm feeling like maybe there was one. Twisting Nether, but Cho'Gall dashes away, so Twisting Nether will get some minion wave and Webweaver damage. Falstad barrel rolls to safety. Scatter gets some potential damage. 43 sacks to the Falstad. He did go into Flow Rider level 13. Dragon's Arrow. Top lane Webweaver working on the fort here with Dahaka. Will be confirmed. Thrall saves bottom. Mid lane seems to be sustained. Only losing 1 major structure during the second Webweaver of the enemy team is not a bad result. Twilight Hammer smacks the Dahaka there. A relatively low cooldown at 15 seconds. Probably like, I think it's like maybe the second or third lowest heroic cooldown in the game without any like talent augments or anything. Napalm Strike is the lowest without any talent augments. I have to say that specifically that way because someone's gonna be like, oh, but Bahamut intensifying wins. Johanna, chilling on the left-hand side. Falstad checking bush. Tense map number 4 in this. Very tense map here. Cho'Gall puts a bit of pressure on to Chromie to tame a strike into the wall. Twisting Nether was activated, and for I think like the 3rd time, it gets relatively no value into the enemies. And I think it did activate on Dahaka Johanna, but she had Iron Skin active in Dahaka. It's, I mean, whatever. Hanzo grabs camp for bottom. There is literally 3 turn-ins available for Team Cat Green right now. And I don't know if that's like the angle they're posturing for is like a triple turn-in, or if they literally just cannot get the turn-ins. I feel like it's the latter of the two. Gus from Falstad pushes a few away. That's a Lifebinder on Falstad a little too late. Alex Straza wants to step up. Thrall goes in with the Earthquake. Drag from Dahaka. Gems will go down from Falstad, but still... Ah, man, that's a rough go. That's a rough go for Team Cat Green. Enemy squad is going to be able to have 16 talents to advantage. They got a decent wave stacking in top. Cho'Gall can't lose. It's like the guaranteed map 5 choice, right? Mid fort will fall. Cho'Gall has hit 16, which is actually the big thing here. Let an orb. Frenzied Fists. We've also got Dragon Queen, Draconic Disciple upgrade. Falstad does have the Ares Gust with the Flow Rider. The short of all of that, as long as Falstad's not taking damage, he gets really rapid cooldown. Excuse me, sorry. On all basic abilities, so his hammering can be thrown out quite a bit. No way. The blue team, DeepDiveXtreme, is the one to get another objective phase turn-in. Really? That is quite surprising to me in this situation. Bottom fort falls. All 3 forts have been taken down here. But as I keep saying, like, level 16 is huge for Cho'Gall. You've got Rising Dread, you've got your Twilight Nova, Leaden Orb. Like, the Gall factor is huge. Cho, of course, as well. I mean, you've got Callous Hide level 1, Seared Flesh, consecutive basic attacks against enemy heroes deal 20% more damage to a maximum 60%. Last 5 seconds on a non-heroic enemy is attacked. And Frenzied Fists synergize really well with that. You have Enraged Regeneration, as well as your Molten Block activator. Blue Webweavers push up the waves. Falstad clears bottom. Dragon's Arrow lands. Thrall drops 65 flippin' gems. Cho'Gall steps up. He gets most of the big bundles, and he is capped at 100. Cho'Gall literally cannot pick up any more gems. Slowing Sands with the Unraveling level 20 for Chromie has been picked at level 18. It's 4-4 in kills with a level lead to the enemy squad of DeepDiveXtreme. And we say enemy because they're not the Cho'Gall team. And I feel like right now it's going to be watch the Cho'Gall sort of game because he has the entire turn-in. Falstad with 14, Alex Strauss with 9, but if Cho'Gall's not showing... Oh, wait, boss. This will be grabbed for free as well. They're going to get boss for free, and the enemy team will not get a turn-in because Chromie's got artillery. Time Trap should activate here. Yep. Chromie time stop. Dahaka lands the drag. Did he use Brush Talk for this? I feel like he was right there already. Lifebinder from the Alex Strauss to Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo comes out as well. Blessed Shield into the enemy team. Thrall activates his Earthquake trying to get out of this. And, yikes, dude. Yikes, chat. DeepDiveXtreme really showing us. They're like, yeah, this Cho'Gall composition's nothing. Which is unfortunate. Because I don't want this map to end. I'm having a blast casting with all of you. We'll have a Twisting Nether from Cho'Gall activated. Oh boy. Alright, well 20 talent tiers arrived on the left-hand side. Probably Radiating Faith, Bullseye, Diamond Resolve, Apex Predator. It's actually going to be also for Johanna, Blinded by the Light. Is Hanzo going to go play of the game? No way. What's Hanzo going to take at 20? It's usually Bullseye. I don't think he'll be play of the game, but who knows? The light's fading on the series chat. And I'm terrified for the Cho'Gall composition. Handful of damage into Johanna. Chunks her down to like 75%. Sonic Arrow goes out. No level 20. They cannot fight against this mid lane camp steal. The members of Team Cat Green literally have to just wait and soak. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on boss. Getting probably like close to what? 17, 18, like close to 20 minutes in game time. It's like just sub of it, like 19 something. But another Web Weaver will be turned on the left-hand side. And it's just a slow burn for DeepDiveXtreme here on map number 4. An extremely slow burn in this. Cho'Gall and friends are close to 20. Like, Wind Tunnel Falstead's huge. Ritual of Life for Alex Straza. Maybe Twilight Frenzy. Thrall, I assume, goes Earth and Shields. Oh, no, we're going to see Cthulhu's Gift. We do have the Twilight Frenzy for the Gall, Ritual of Life, and the Earth and Shield. So I got 4 out of 5. I'm a decent Twitch streamer. Dahaka pushing top. Crow. Whoa. False Step Flight. Wind Tunnel onto Holpaka and Darkness. Twisting Nether. Self-cast Crystal Aegis. Earth and Shields comes out as well. Lifebinder with Ritual of Life. This Thrall is going to heal up a little bit. The Earth and Shields, is it going to be enough? No. Thrall goes down first. And the Ariel is still alive? Damage over time is not enough. And Cho'Gall with 100 gems. No, not like this. Not like this. No. Alex Straza does pick them all up. She's got 200 H. Oh. The only way to wrap up a good series is going to be a Finland, as all 5 members of Team Cat Green die. And this will be DeepDiveXtreme taking this series in a 3-1 GG. Well played.